Hello survivors, and welcome to Knight vs Giant, the Broken Excalibur. In today's video we are playing the demo of this game. It is a roguelike published by P-Cube. It is a really interesting roguelike, very fun, very cool to play. There are a little bit of things that can be changed before it becomes an early release or anything like that, maybe adding more to the demo itself, but otherwise a very cool game with a lot of contact for the little bit of a demo that it is. So firstly we got ourselves Merlin over here, which when you are playing the game in the beginning there is actually some voice acting, so you do get that. There are all these dialogue options. There are going to be other characters that you get, but what you do is you can change between your weapons, so that now we can be ranged if we wanted. You can change between your special abilities, so if you push Y, that happens. If I push Y using this one over here, our little skills will orbit us like it shows in the demonstration over there in the bottom right. We do have this character over here who lets us upgrade our characters so that you can make them stronger and tougher. That uses the coins, as you can see, to upgrade them. We do have both characters to level 7. And then this little guy over here lets us upgrade our properties and kingdom, which in the demo there is only the anvil, which is this character over here. So not much in terms of buildability in the demo, but that's okay. Let's show you what the game is like. It is your typical roguelike, so there is an actual area, a linear map that you need to follow. When I say linear, I mean you can only either go into one door or another. There are no like secret hidden side paths that I know of that you can go into. And then as we finish things, we need to then just kill all of these, and when we killed everything we can move on to the next stage. So pretty cool. I really do like the little graphics. Very interesting game. The gameplay is very smooth, and then you can use both controller and mouse or keyboard, but for me I really enjoy using the the controller, because it just feels a lot better, smoother when you are targeting enemies. So over here we can either get a Thunderstrike chance, or we deal bonus damage with each consecutive hit under the limited time. So we're going to go with Fractorial Strike because that just gives us bonus damage, and we're going to go and move on to the next area. So as you can see, we now got the blue I guess like a doorway that you can now, the passageway that you can now walk into, and that's going to be the next area. Enemies do have telegraphed attacks, so that makes it very nice for us to go then and be able to dodge them very easily. We found a Lancelot statue which gives us buffs again, so now we can go for even more damage. So Oran Dart damage increase, that's our auto attacks, and then the Thunderstrike is our special ability. So like I mentioned earlier, there are going to be other ways. In this case there's an up and a down, so we go up, which is fantastic. And the runs do seem to be randomly generated, so sometimes you're going to have a run where you're going to get a lot of upgrades in the beginning, and sometimes you're going to get a run where you don't get a lot of upgrades, you actually get a lot of resources. So it really depends on RNG again, and whether or not you're going to get a good run, possibly or not. Alright, spawn electric pools, damaging enemies on contact. So I do like the electromagnetic field as an upgrade. We are going to grab that. And then let's see where up goes. I'll show you what the boss room looks like before then, so we know that we're actually fighting the boss. There is a merchant here who will always stay here, so we can go and get some more of its currency so that we can upgrade both our attack speed and our cleave. We are not going to buy anything until we have more currency for that. So here we've got a healing fountain which we can't use at full life, so it doesn't let you waste any of your chance to have it as a heal. So if you do get hurt throughout the level, you are able to go heal from that before you fight the boss or proceed further on. So very nice that that's a thing. Really nice that you can't use it at full life and you don't end up wasting a precious resource like healing. Then you can also just teleport, so we're going to do that. We're going to teleport to this. We are full life still. There is something over here. It looks like it's a crystal. And another thing that the game does that others don't necessarily do is when we run behind a tree, it does make the tree transparent. We do wish that Soulstone Survivors had something similar, which allowed us then to go and see what's happening on our character. Now we've got the Pied Piper challenge where we have to kill as many enemies as we can in a minute. It's more like a survive, not kill. We just need to survive for as long as possible. And something else with the melee character, at least, or with the melee weapon, is after your third attack, you are able to push back or stun enemies, and this not hinders them, but this interrupts them. So you're able to interrupt enemies. So if, let's say, an enemy is charging up or something like that, as long as you land your third hit on them, or if you kill them, it will interrupt their attack, and they won't use all 3 hits, or they won't hit you. They get interrupted and start their animation from the beginning again. So really, really fun little thing over there, but you do see that in the tutorial, the game does teach you about all of these things, which is really cool as well. Alright, so that was the whole minute that we needed to survive for the Pied Piper. He gives us a juicy chest with the upgrade currency to obviously collect. So that's fantastic, we've done that. We now need to just teleport back up here. How much of the purple stuff do we have? We're waiting for 100 so that we are able to collect some more runes. I don't know if I should go for attack speed or if going for damage is going to be better. We are using the cleave attack, so we can go damage, but attack speed might be better. Both are very good. Attack speed does mean more damage. Oh, we actually have enough to get both of them. So we're going to go and TP back to the shop, and we're going to go and buy the attack speed as well as the damage. So that's really cool. So really nice that the merchant doesn't run away, because I know in a lot of games when you do things like that, they do tend to run away from you. You speak to a merchant, and then once you've spoken to him, that's that. You only get that one chance to speak to him. There are breakables around the world as well, which allow you to get more currencies. Now, when you see these pillars on fire, that means this is the boss room and that you're going to fight a boss now. So let's go and fight the boss. This is the same bosses. Unfortunately, in the demo, you've only got 2 choices. Actually, I lie. There are a couple of bosses. This is one of them. But the final boss of the demo is the same boss all the time. There is only a single boss that you can fight as the final boss, unfortunately. But like I mentioned, it is a demo, so we kind of just got to go with it and enjoy it how it is. And as you go through the game, there are characters that you need to speak to unlock in the world. So you unlock the person that we speak to, the anvil, and then you also speak to that robotic dude, the guy with the binary codes, and they will both be in separate runs that you need to unlock to be able to upgrade your kingdom. And it seems like that's going to be a staple in the game. You're going to have to speak to more and more people going further if you want to upgrade your kingdom more and more throughout the game. So once it goes into early access, it's going to be interesting to see what we get available and where it goes from there. Very, very interesting, and I'm excited to see where this goes. It's got a really nice art style, and the combat is very nice and fluid as well for the game, so it's just really, really good. Alright, in bonus damage on undamaged enemies, so our first hit will deal more damage. Bonus crit chance on first hit after dash. That could be quite good. And then also increased cleave. So we're going to go with the bonus crit on dash. That just means we dash, hit. So it becomes a whole different attack style. So that's really cool. I mean, if we wanted to, we can do it like that. But it is quite difficult to hit things like that. So we'll just kill everything normally for now. And we'll look at that at a later stage. As you can see, we can't, however, go back in time, so because we beat the first boss, we can't go back to the healing station, which we now would love to get. So unfortunately, there should be a second one. If there is, that's great. If not, we were just really unfortunate, and we just got to be careful. Alright, we now have Morgana, and she gives us a curse as well as a buff. So what we received over here is Slayer. So we reduced health to the giants, but the shop prices have been increased by 25%. Luckily, we did do some shopping before we got there, so the curse isn't really much of a negative for us, more of a bonus because we've already done shopping. There is another shop, but there isn't really anything that I can remember that's going to be like, ooh, if you didn't have that, you would have won the run, or whatever the case may have been. Generally, it's all pretty much the same all the time right now, but otherwise hopefully we will see some future updates just for the demo, maybe just even something small like maybe another character, or just some more upgrades for the shop, or more items in the shop, just something to bring a little bit of variety while we're playing the demo, because otherwise you unlock everything and then you're going to forget about the game, and we don't want to forget about the game. We actually want to support developers and let their games grow and things like that as well. Alright, just go for a flat damage upgrade. It says damage plus 40. You don't see a plus 40 as an amount when you do the damage. I'm not actually sure what that plus 40 is. Maybe it's plus 40%. Oh, maybe it was flat 40, because that is quite a lot of damage we're dealing there. Alright. Kill you, knock you back. Become your stones, fantastic. Become your babies, great. Fantastic. So we just don't want to get hit. Our life does go down in ones, so you don't have to worry too much about that. You just have to worry about not taking all that damage. The only one that does the most amount of damage to us is the final boss, or the bosses. They do deal a lot of damage, so you do have to just be careful of them. Let's use our special ability, and then we can actually we can't do that. I thought maybe we would be able to fight on the side there without being dashed into, but we can't do that. It looks like we still get hit like we are currently. Alright. Okay, chain lightning or more damage. Let's go for the more damage. That's going to be fantastic over there. And let's move on to the next area. There's two ways to go. Let's go to the left. It was another fight. I'm hoping to get a heal before we fight the boss. If we don't get a heal, then I'm afraid to say this run is a loss. And what you would do is, if you were playing, you would then just restart the run and try again. In my case, it's like, well, this was the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. But let's see what happens and where we go. Hopefully we can do it. It'd be fantastic if we show you a win. It is quite a difficult final boss fight. You do need quite a decent run going to be able to kill him. But let's have a look at what we can do. Now we've got the Traveler. As you can see, we still get everything. Chance to stun. We can heal, and we also get another blessing. Inflict damage and stun on a small area. After that, we do get a bit of healing as well, which is fantastic. Alright, so every time we dash now, we also do a little bit of damage. As you can see, it's a little small AoE, so it's going to be on whatever it is that we're dodging on. And we also get the fantastic fountain as well. Maybe I should have kept it for after this, just in case we did get hit a bit more. But I think we should be fine. Alright, nice and easy. There are a lot of these plant ones where we'll end up getting some, currencies. And here is the final boss of the demo. Let's see if we can beat him. When you're doing the story, you'll know about this boss. But until then, we're not going to really mention much about it. Play the game. Play the game. It is out for a demo. See what this is all about, and why I say that you will understand what happens with this. But let's see if we can stay between his legs and hit both of them at the same time. Unfortunately, we did get whacked over there, so not the greatest. I am playing really badly right now, but that's okay. Man, I need to be a bit faster when it comes to running away from him. Otherwise, as you can see, we are getting quite hurt. Go Perfect. Perfect. Whoop. Just gonna go up there. Okay, he just summoned some minions, so we need to kill them, which is fun. We do quite a decent amount of damage. And we killed the giant on our first try, so it was quite a successful run. That is fantastic. We then pick up his core over here. There we go. And that is the demo for now. So let me know what you guys think about the game as is, or what the demo's like. Let me know what you think about the game itself and roguelikes. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.